Dagon.
Oh, if that's the case, there's Russian music.
Yeah, Dagon do be wild.
Dagon be wildin'.
You don't think this upbeat synth fits this grim more?
You know,
This sounds happy.
there's just something about it. You know, I can't put my
Throw
finger
it
on it. It doesn't mesh. It just doesn't mesh.
Oh, I'm almost done with this notebook finally.
So we began at the feast hall. See, it began at the feast hall with a number of different clashes, I'll call them, playing out in and around. Our underclass being antagonized by the Ravagers, Red trying to sneak a fight in against Gregor, Mule defending Savage's honor, so to speak, all according to Kikaku. Kikaku meets plan.
Excellent.
The big MFer amidst the Ravagers, whose name I don't recall, was forcibly neutralized by Captain Severus, literally putting stomping on his knee or whatever, keeping him in the seat. All of this, of course, being a kerfuffle that kicked off at the same time as Castor's entrance into the hall with Captain Riker. And it was quite the show for all the Lords Alliance members and Cathars and, of course, Sisters of Light.
The Grand Cardinal stood up out of his chair, arrest that man.
Clutching his pearls all the while.
His token does look like he's clutching pearls.
Yeah.
Actually.
He's holding a book in it, isn't he?
Yeah.
I have my pearl-encrusted book. But eventually things settled down and people sat their asses down. And we got to, quote-unquote, eating, I guess. I feel like everyone's been eating the whole time, but not really, as we saw Captain Maven having gotten 2 bites of his food and being like, oh, I'm stuffed. I'm out of here. The Sisters of Light took their leave, but not before being propositioned to by Lucky. And not in I don't think a sexual proposition way. He described it as himself as a solution to either he's a solution or he has a solution to a future problem. And that seemed to intrigue them enough to bring him with them to whatever heavenly location they teleported off to. After that, actually no, a couple things happened in the middle of that. Castor was spoken to by, what's his title? The Elven Wizard? Is it just Wizard?
Archmage.
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 Yeah, Castor was talked to by the Archmage, who wanted to show him something, supposedly. Privately, away from this room. And Booyah snuck out and followed after them. Who knows what happened? Who knows what he saw? Let's see. I want to say a couple other things happened in the feast hall. Seraph talked to some of the Black Tower people, doing some catch up.
Yeah. Also wondering where Captain Kane is. He is absent.
Yep. We had a couple more people enter the final entrance. One of whom is a White Watch captain, if I remember correctly, and the other, someone no one knows. Everyone's a bit concerned about that, but there's a lot of things to be concerned about right now. I can't remember anything else, so I'm just gonna keep going. We were shown by Captain Maven to our barracks, or I guess not barracks, our quarters, because we're in a City of Light. We don't stay in barracks here, which is a nice sunny little villa off and away, nice and pleasant. And at that point, Maven and Riker, by extension, said, "All right, cat's out of the bag now. Everything's rolling. So, try to gain allies, make some friends, up until the match happens, and whatever's going to happen happens." We discussed about the unfairness of the underclassmen's match and the politics lying therein. And aside from rigging, well, I shouldn't say rigging, evening the odds of their match with magical items and tricks and so on, we were trying to fix Michael's non-participation. And in order to do that, we decided to go petition with the Cathars and maybe subsequently the Lord's Alliance. But we wanted to go talk to the Cathars first because we had a easier in with them. On the way out of our quarter, oh yeah, Jax was house arrested, villa arrested, because he wasn't deemed by Maven to be able to keep himself in check. Unlike Mule, who had played the part of the fool perfectly, he lives and breathes the fool performance, one might say, because the piece with Savage, him defending Savage, was all a ruse to show how the Grand Watcher allows such belligerence under his leadership in the Watch. But yeah, we left our villa. We're not allowed to enter the Bloodcloak's villa. That's cheating. But we all have the same, I'll call it common room, a fountain room, which has a different Archmage, I'll call it, from a pre-fall era, one that is familiar to the Black Tower people because it is their final trial HVT. Name not spoken because that's some Archfiend thought virus bullshit. But we did bump into Oriel. We bumped into Antonius Scorpion's Horn. I think it's Antonius. Kadash. We bumped into Kadash. And, had some fun chats, caught up with Oriel, delivered a slap with a glove to Antonius on challenging him. Well, I guess so the other way around. I guess he was sort of issuing the challenge to Jericho about the proper ownership of the Augustine guillotine. And of course, Kadash being the rival to Bradford. I hope rival, flirty rival. Who knows? Maybe she's trying to get her skin. We did eventually leave, even after Yindri showed up and was trying to guilt trip us into bringing him along. But he's a little tricksy bastard. So maybe if he stops being such a tricksy bastard, he can start having friends. We went to the garden section where the Cathars were situated. Went to go speak to John Marbrook and Ismanov of Leveron about Michael's participation. And it boiled down to I think we managed to persuade the injustice of it. But John's major concern was, is Michael going to be held accountable? Is he going to be in check? Or is his monstrous side going to peak and all hell breaks loose? But we put that faith in Michael, and then John told Ismail Levron, the decision has my vote of approval, and then he left, and we didn't question that. We'll come back to that later. During that time, Seraph was talking to another of the Black Tower people, divulging Finley, there you go, divulging the contents of the conspiracy, and Finley said, "That's a lot of crazy bullshit. Say it's true, specifically all the details under a zone of truth," which Seraph did, in earshot of technically 3 Cathars, although the third one is a bit of a dubious capacity. Quint talked to them. They were siblings, and I don't recall their names because they're a bit more complicated names to see.
They are complicated, yeah.
Yeah, Kelrindal and Kelrindale, or something like that.
Kelrindale.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Not
only
like
earshot because they have jacked elven bullshit. Because it's 30, 40 feet.
Yeah.
And in fairness, it's not hard to hear 30 or 40 feet in a quiet garden. Regardless, they did hear it, and then we talked to them and just asked them, what their thoughts are on the situation, who they are, and so on and so forth. They're keenly interested on probably our biggest secret of the Black Watch of what happens beyond death, which Quinn was like, I'll tell you after the match. Yep.
He lied.
He lied. He lied as easily as he breathed. We also met Olivia of Andorra, which out of game we know is a woman who died, was assassinated in her own home. But we don't know those characters, so I'm just going to skip past that. During this time, Jericho talked to a different Michael, Michael of Eastwatch, who is I'll call him a veteran watchman because he's the only one with tenure aside from the underclass. A veteran watchman at Eastwatch who has his disposition on the Doway. He wishes that they would join on with the Black Watch because they'd be a hell of a force, but they're like, no. And he does think that his underclassmen could use a bit of a confidence boost because they're in over their heads. He knows they're in over their heads. He has his complaints about Black Watch leadership allowing this bullshit to happen with the Ravagers. But what can you do, right? What can you do? Who knows? We knows.
You're saying you don't like our higher ups. Let's talk.
At this point, we heard the sounds of a scuffle, a tussle, a rumble, northward towards the feast hall. So we went to go investigate. When we got there, we saw that big motherfucker Ravager, whose name I still don't remember. I'm not trying to remember now.
Goliath.
Goliath?
Yep.
Good job.
Goliath.
Goliath the Goliath.
Is it Goliath? Where?
No. I was just thinking of it.
He was stomping on John O'Marbrook.
Yeah,
Quite literally, yeah.
Yeah. In his enlarged state. He's as tall as two men. But only as smart as half of one.
How tall was he? Like 20? So like almost 5 men? 5 pretty tall men?
No.
Unless they're... Hold on, I did the math wrong. I went to 30, not 20.
Dwarven men, perhaps.
More than 5 tall halflings.
5 tall halflings. 5 tall halflings, a normal-sized halfling, and a particularly tall sprite put together. No, I want you all to imagine that and moving on.
And 2 goblins in a trench coat.
Americans once are doing anything to avoid using the metric system.
Meteor the size of a corgi spotted.
A large boulder the size of a small boulder has blocked the inner pass.
Oh, it weighs 10 stone.
But yeah, that's where we ended.
No, it's 1 stone.
Not the in it.
God,
It
it's
is.
good meme.
So let me find this map.
This is before.
Yeah, it was an actual news thing. A large boulder, size of a small boulder.
So the people rocking up to that is
He's a
Clint,
sheriff, not a
Jericho.
math guy.
Not a math
No,
guy.
More like a
Not a
PR
geologist.
intern. A PR intern instead of a geologist.
Oh, we moved them inside a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I figured to give you a little bit more space.
Yeah, that's fair. Also looks more dramatic being up here.
Mm-hmm.
John, no!
Where are we able to put
Who needs those
ourselves?
internal organs?
Probably
Just down here on the
This
map.
way.
Gotcha. I like their borders.
Thanks,
Yeah,
I
they
worked
are
hard on
pretty
those.
cool borders.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I typed the whole message out to Garth and everything.
Your fingers must hurt.
Oh, like AI
A little
artist.
sore. Yeah, a little sore. That's actually right.
Wait, it's not even AI art. It's outsourced art.
It's just outsourced, yeah. He just sent it to the art department. I was like, hey, here's what I want to do. I was like, I bet.
The art department.
Let me see.
Art department.
No! I worked hard to make the department, not a parchment!
That sounded way too much like an actual skit from Monty Python.
You should hang out with Percy too much.
For real.
Yeah, you're right.
see.
So,
I
So
have
we
Leo,
rock
too.
up to.
I'm changing the music, so I'm not moving my token.
Yes, I'm here.
okay,
That'll
work.
What music fits for this?
We should make a
Are
triangle
you here,
formation.
Jordan?
Perfect line.
I don't know. You're gonna try to fight him?
I'm kind of dark right now.
Do we want to
I
go
might
with
I might have music for that, but
Well, I have music for that. Just not general
Okay.
talking music. Oh wait,
Yeah,
what's that one Pyre soundtrack?
you had to be more
What are you
specific,
doing?
man.
The one that you use for when the bad guys walk in.
Rage of Demons.
Maybe, yeah,
Oh,
that one. Yeah,
no,
go
That was the
on.
one. That was the Blood Cloak walk-on music.
True. Yeah.
From
no, I gotta keep that.
that. Oh God, why am I drawing a blank on the name?
There's Bastion, Transistor, Pyre,
Pyre.
and
It's
Hades.
from Pyre.
Yeah.
You know what? It's
Oh,
fine. You
oh,
you pick whatever you think is right.
I might have something now that you brought up Pyre.
He doesn't realize that I'm the throwing weapons guy. Like, it's perfect.
No, you'd have to change it to this.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Now you're matching.
Is this like the knockoff versions of David and Goliath?
Well,
No, it's just
he's
Hebrew names.
Goliad.
David and Goliath.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that.
Oh. I
there you
I
go.
thought it was just like the old way of spelling it. I was like, no, I just took the names and twisted. Oh, wait. I think something makes more sense in my head now. I'm gonna say.
Oh, it
Point
is
out when
Rage of
it shows up.
So as he does that, you walk into this scene, seeing the good John of Marbrook being crushed under a foot half the size of him.
Oh, they move in.
Well, I know that that Crashless Clint had a plan. So, Jericho will be going for his sword, but whether or not he acts first, I guess, would depend on others. Because I do have. No, not that one. Oh no, it is this one. Topaz Strike to knock him prone. Which, granted,
Does it work on something like 3 times your size?
does it say that it doesn't?
It doesn't.
Then I guess it does.
Easy.
Checkmate,
mountain-
Atheist.
That mountain road initiative. Guess who's getting knocked prone? That's how you suplex a ghost train. So as you walk forward, I guess we'll wait for Crash since he had a thing.
Okay.
Tense music pre-combat is always so hard to find.
Uh,
Like,
I'm
you
genuinely
want to
surprised that
Rage?
you don't have something offhand.
Just do Rage of Demons.
That's special.
Well, while we're stepping up, Sarah will activate the scythe from the staff.
Okay, all right. We'd love to see it.
But
Love to
they're-
see it.
They're walking a lot more casually.
Ah,
than Jericho is. Like Jericho's squaring up. Seraph is just strolling.
You inadvertently made it their theme song when you had to be their walkout music.
But yeah, I got the acoustic one now.
Actually, how far away?
And we played the.
Oh,
That's
those
what-
rich strings.
They're so good.
It somehow sounds more ominous acoustic.
You think?
Yeah.
I like the percussion of the actual song.
It sounds very old school, almost Appalachian, which is totally fitting for these people. So you hear John screaming and groaning in pain as this massive foot stomps on him. The other 4 of them don't seem to pay you any mind, but the large one in the middle looks over to you as he steps and twists his boot along the breastplate of John.
I'm just gonna wield the guillotine. Can John choose to fail a charisma save?
Oh. Whoop.
I'm really hoping no blood cooks are nearby to see this.
Yindri
That
just
being
pops
said-
out of a bush taking notes.
Yeah, if Yendri sees it, then it is what it is.
How tall is he right now? This guy?
Over 20 foot.
There's a good chance somebody's seeing something.
Well, he's not
Well,
banishing the
I'll-
big dude. He's banishing
I'll-
John, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm bashing John and Marbrook to get him out of underneath like
Uh,
500 feet or pounds of fucking bullshit.
let's see. Would John be aware of this? John's a pretty wise guy.
Oh, damn. And
I
that's
think he'd be aware of what's going on. Let's see what would happen if he didn't. A 12 if he didn't. You poof him out. As you poof him out, the weight of his foot slams into the ground with a thud that echoes along the walls, and you see bits of broken granite beneath his foot.
I'm gonna immediately just pop out John here, next to me. I guess I can break the unit to do that. And just start healing him.
He looks over to y'all. I wasn't done teaching that one a lesson yet.
Class is over.
Maybe
Wait.
no one taught you that watchmen don't exactly kill Cathars.
I ain't the one that started the fight, but I'm the one that's gonna end it.
It's ended.
He looks over at you, weapons in hands. You got something to say about it?
I've said my piece. Fight's over. Save it for the exhibition.
You hear him look around. And who the fuck do you think you are to order me?
Oh, he takes a step forward, a big lumbering step forward.
And they scoot. Oh!
Take a step forward. I'm your fellow watchman. You gonna try to kill me too?
Do you also want to volunteer for a lesson?
He's wearing a ring, correct?
Correct.
So long as you wear
Oh,
that
wait.
ring.
Hang on. Actually,
Ooh.
Is
he wouldn't be. The others
he
you
wouldn't
see
be.
are.
Does a ring not adjust to his size?
No, he just never took one.
Also a good option.
He leans down to let his massive form hang beneath you right to your face. I think it's time for the watch to have a change of order.
And who's gonna be in charge? You?
Are you gonna stop me?
Your captain might have a few things to say about that.
Roll an insight.
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
Can all of us? We just
Absolutely.
Oh, but that's not what I meant to click on.
Add a
Alright,
cat
let's-
say. Might find one for
I
the day.
assume guidance is not active.
Nice.
And shockingly good.
Damn, you all rolled so solid. The thought of some Blackwatch captain ruling over him is abhorrent in his eyes.
I was talking about Kelrindal.
Yes.
Okay.
He definitely sees him and all Blackwatch captains as lesser.
Mm-hmm.
He got cowed by Severa, so it's a bit, you know, a bit awkward for him.
All you have to do is lift that little sword a little bit. Or that scythe. Come on. Do it. Show
So,
me there's some dog here that has some spine.
Don't do it.
Big man, big words. Very small bite.
Seraph is going to flourish the scythe as they step up to support Jericho.
Oh, you're almost there. Come on.
Don't do it.
You watchman fool, I'm a first year. Teach me a lesson.
We're taught not to walk right into traps. There's a time and place for anything. Now it's time for me to back down. Sword was resting on my shoulder, but I'll go ahead and press the tip of it into the ground and press my hands on the pommel.
Does its weakness speak for all of you?
Looking down the path we just came down, is there anyone approaching?
Roll me a perception check.
You fucking see Yindri. Can't
no,
be like a fucking rat.
probably the head of the Cathars, maybe. Oh my god, what's so bad?
That's terrible. I don't have any ways of rerolling that. Or use my ring.
Could I give him advantage as a bonus action?
That's not how
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help as a bonus. At a range.
Yeah.
Well, we spent all our good luck yesterday, lads.
Ah!
Spent all those nat 20s yesterday. All is all in the world. I'm busy helping John with his internal bleeding and broken bones. Trying to remember how to do the cantrip mending.
You see him put a hand to yours. Just wait a minute. Just wait.
Need to make
What
it
do you
a proper
think, Phil?
showing.
We're not in the games.
I think we can take.
The little one's got fight. Isn't that funny? He looks over to the three of y'all. It takes a bitch and a woman to stand up. He raises himself back high, like an elevator going all the way up. So what's it gonna be then?
It's gonna be awfully boring for you. Because we're not fighting. I looked over at two and Seraph as I say that.
No one was talking to you, dog.
And no one's talking to you. We're done here. As you were, Watchman.
You see him scrape his axe along the ground before raising it back up. Come on, Watchman. Prove something.
I've got nothing to prove to you.
Ain't no one talking to you, clown.
Seraph will just spin their scythe oddly. They'll look at Tyrion to see if they want to do it.
I don't think he's worth it.
You know what? How about we play later, big guy, huh?
So desperately, I was looking to be proved wrong.
Sorry, circus is closed.
Is that why you're off work?
Say again?
Is that why you're off work already then? Not on business hours.
Oh, we're in McLaren shoes.
He steps forward, stands on these stairs, and they groan underneath him as he looks over. And what about you in the back?
Are you addressing Bradford or me?
Yeah, that's a good question.
The two of you.
I think your people really got a chance at a fight. And they lost. You just want a rematch. Against the wrong person. Because you don't got the goal to go after the man who did it.
All in due time.
Piper doesn't have anything to say. He's mostly just standing there trying to look as big as he can, which is ironic.
As he stares at you over the parapets.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, nah. Honestly, he's mostly just, like, mechanically holding an action to try and throw his shield if he throws something at John.
So how do you get so big anyway? You eat a lot of potatoes or something?
He turns around and starts walking back. Forget it, boys. The chicken shit out here. You see,
Sarah will look at two, like, what about now? That his back is turned and he's not as big.
Don't tempt me.
Don't start a fight, it'll only look bad for us.
I'll do it if you do it. Yeah.
1 minute.
I'm not doing it.
I guess I'll just have to take out all my pent-up aggression on your underclass.
You're going to need it.
They begin making their way out.
I did some patchwork, but John needs more proper medical attention. Come on, help me lift him. It's gonna hurt like a bitch, John. You have a lot of bone fractures.
You hear a crashing to the north.
Which is...
Fuck.
that way? Oh, there he is.
Why is he so big?
Oh, because he get big!
He picks sometimes.
You see walking over after he lands is Captain Severus. Damn, did I miss it, bros?
Hey, bullfucker! Somebody wants to fight you after all!
Oh, look at y'all. Making good choices. I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, T-Ken.
Do we hear Goliath coming back?
Nah, fight's over.
uh,
Just a quick thing. Could I insight, definitely remember his name you just said is Severus? That's it.
Severus.
Severus, thank you. Did he just get here, or was he watching?
Yeah, what's the insight?
Yeah, let me roll that real fast.
I'm just gonna assume he was watching the whole time because our Harry said, look at you guys making good choices.
That's what's making me want to roll it.
It's probably here for a while.
Yeah, probably here for a while.
so here's an odd question. Can, having seen both, Goliath and Severus, like, be big and shrink, can they, like, try to tell anything about their anatomy? Like, what's going on there?
Roll a medicine. But you do see Severus come over. Alright, come on, John. Can't have you hanging out like this, bro. And just, like, scoops him up.
Alright. He's got more fractured ribs than intact ones.
Oh, shit, my bad, bro. 28. Looking at Severus, he looks like he is just built different.
Understandable.
Is it possible that Severus is like a half blood, but not of an elf into human, but an elf in something else?
It's definitely possible.
Because Briggy's technically half dwarf, but she just is dwarf. So Severus half elf, but
Is he like half Marnish?
on his stat block, he doesn't write half this, half that. He just puts half elf, but then in his backstory, he's actually something else.
True. Yeah, you can ask.
So, what's up with your physiology? How you do the get big thing and then get small thing?
Oh, shit.
Oh, kind of
It's
a wild question to throw out there.
Bit personal.
No, it's chill. It's chill. He holds John in one hand and he starts like pantomiming with the others. You see, my dad, total bro, love him to death. He has some real big taste, you know? He does
He has
like
some
an exaggerated wink.
You're
So his
Yeah.
dad is me.
Yep.
Your father was the elf in the equation?
Oh yeah, bro.
Nod slowly, begin looking away off to the distance, like, huh.
You have a very brave
Marnage?
father.
Yeah, I'm almost from the rock. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Explains East to watch.
He just like chuckles. How'd you guess?
Everyone just collectively looks
Just
at his like 7 foot tall physique.
Lucky guess, honestly. No,
Look up and,
go on.
Well, unless there's another big people we don't know about, they're kind of.
I mean, definitely not those scrubs, bro.
I assume he's gesturing over towards where Goliath just left.
Correct.
Those scrubs are your first years, sir.
Yeah, something like that.
Inside check.
Inside
I'll-
check.
Yeah.
I'll do it for the sake of it.
It seems like half of each East Watch is just like, this is fucked and we all know it, but we can't really do shit.
Yo, safeties.
Yo, dude.